Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Bracelets video. And in this one, we're going to be taking a 1 year later look at the Halloween Ninny. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you've been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 250 subscribers. Now with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So just to go over the Ninny real quick, she is a mind, no affiliation unit with the Hollow Killer, pretty good killer. My Ninny is only 2 out of 5, so I will be showcasing her with the SP and focus both at level 10 here. Her soul trait is the strong attack recharge time minus 12%. And so she is a ranged unit with burn and weakening on her attack. She does have the gauge effect, which gives her 100% berserker and frenzy +1. And so because of that, she will have frenzy +2 while her gauge is active, which is, pretty good. Pretty much the standard for units nowadays. She is immune to the fire status element. She does have long stride and sprinter, which is pretty good. She is going to start off every first mission she does with 70% of her gauge filled. And when she activates her gauge, she heals by 30% and she gets a 50% spiritual pressure boost. And she does have a 40% devastation here. Her berserker is at 40% at 60 because of the Catacron that I have on her. With the links that we have on her, we are at 102% full stamina damage boost. Pretty good. Anything over 100 is definitely great. She does have the gauge rampage skill, which basically just increases the amount of gauge that she gets per enemy defeated. Havoc 20%, sharpshooter, and defibrillator plus 5 seconds. And yeah, that's it. So for the build, we're just going to be using the Kamari, Fortification Pill, and the Catacron here. And as for the character links, some strong attack reduction and full stamina damage boost links. And the bonus abilities, full stamina damage boost, and the plus 200 SP. So let's go ahead and take her into some content to see how well she does 1 year later. Alright, so here we are in a co-op IT. It is currently a ranker, and there was another affiliation in here. Quincy's. It was Quincy's in here. So she will not have fillers. And as you saw, we did start off this mission with 70% of our gauge already filled, which is, just pretty good, just to get that gauge instantly. So since she won't have fill here, she probably won't perform the best, and, she is only 2 out of 5. Pretty much, I don't want to say the bare minimum, but, a unit being 2 out of 5 is will be a lot better than a unit that's only 1 out of 5. But with the gauge active, she will do, pretty good. I almost kind of want to put a Zeta pill on just to hit these underground enemies. As long as we play carefully and keep our full spam up, we should be fine. If we take a little bit of damage, it's not that much of a problem because we will heal for a pretty decent amount. In terms of harder content, I can't really take her. Well, I could take her into Guild Quest, but well, no. At the time of this recording, Guild Quest isn't up yet. It's the weekly reset. It won't be up until tomorrow. So we do take some damage here. We can see what she does without her full stam, but if we just play carefully, we'll be able to get it back with our gauge, or not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, only having Frenzy +1 though nowadays is just not really good, and the only way to get Frenzy +2 is just with her gauge. But the good thing about this gauge is you can actually fill it up using your Nat string, as you just saw right there. So I guess instead of waiting around, just waiting for my strong attacks to come back, I can just kind of throw some Nat strings out there and just fill it back up. Which isn't too bad, but the only way to activate it is just with your strong attacks. That's why you can kind of see the, if you look closely, you can just kind of see the, I guess you would call it the symbols, kind of resemble your strong attacks. Or just your attack screen in general, I guess you would call it that. You can see the big circles in that, and then you can see the other circles are the other things.
覚悟しなさい。驚いた？
I tried to use her soul bomb with the gauge active and it cleared, yeah, pretty much cleared most of the enemies here, so that's pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just do another run here. I wish they would like let us solo queue into these IT runs. Most of the time I'm just sitting there waiting in the lobby for at least one person to join. I guess I could make another account just for like, I don't know, I guess when I'm trying to do like showcases in here, I can just log in with my alt account and just do that. Maybe play a little mini game. Just have my alt account on auto and see if I can just protect them, keep them alive in these showcase runs. That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. That might be fun. I might consider doing that. Also, I guess that would also be good for like the new player guide or something like that. But starting a new player guide right now after the anniversary, I don't think it would be a good idea. Probably wait till like the end of the year banner or like post selection banner, do something like that. So we did take some hits. Unfortunately, we lost our full stem, but if we are careful, we will get it back. So apparently they're just gonna have like all the ITs up all the time. That was one of the irritating things. I would have to like wait for certain days in order for me to do showcases for certain units. But I guess since they're just gonna be up all the time now, that will make doing these showcases a lot easier. Yeah, I don't want to waste my strong attack, so I can just use my Nat string here to fill up my gauge. No, we're right here towards the end anyway. I'll use my Nat string. My gauge is filled. I'll just use my SA3 and then the soul bomb.
もうなんで私が？あ、覚悟しなさい。驚いた？
Alright, so yeah, her soul bomb can clear most of this last room of IT. That's really good. Alright, so this will be the last run for this video. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's nowhere else I can really take her. Well, Lemon Quest is up right now. I could take her in there, I guess. I mean, I really guess I could, but I mean, most of the gameplay wouldn't be of her, it would be of the other two units in there. I think she was one of the go-to units in the last Lemon Quest. Speaking of Lemon Quest, there's another one coming out in a couple of days, which is weird. I don't think we've ever gotten two Lemon Quests in like 1 month before. And it was weird because this Lemon Quest didn't like feature any of the new units, and it was like short. It was like extremely short. But yeah, there will be another one of those. That's cool. Get both of these because I would like my full stamp. And we'll get one to activate the gate. Yep, there it is. Yeah, with her gauge up, that Frenzy +2, that 50% spiritual pressure boost, and 100% Berserker. Can't forget about that. This definitely makes her very strong. I think any unit with the gauge mechanic will just have great longevity. Yeah, any units that have like the gauge mechanic, she does have the gauge rampage skill, so it will just help her fill her gauge faster. Units that like have the pierce iron skin skill and they have the increased status, oh no, it's the inflict increased damage to enemies not affected by the element 100%. Those units will have great longevity. Okay, the 80% spiritual pressure boost with the increased status chance skill, they'll have some great longevity, though they are getting power credit because we are getting units that can go over a 80%. They can go up to like 180%. Yeah. We've already seen that enough times, now we can just pretty much skip it. And that is, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so that was a brief 1 year later showcase of the Halloween Ninny. Yeah, I still think she's pretty good. If you have more dupes of her, I mean, obviously the better she'll be. her having a gauge effect, getting another Frenzy and Berserker 100% will definitely help out. You know, if you're ever in the IT where it's fire, you won't have to worry about the status element. The heal and spiritual pressure boost is always good. I do like my units to have some type of healing rather than no healing, just to try to get back to that full stam. Gauge Rampage, yeah, that's great. Sharpshooter, you know, just that's great as well. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and also thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And as usual, until next time.